Hey, what's up guys? It's Daniel here. Welcome back to the channel. So this is just a quick update of a possible fourth stimulus check and general news for Tuesday, March 30th. So if you're new to my channel, please hit the like button, share and subscribe. So as of today, March 30th, we have passed over 2.8 million deaths worldwide and over 563,000 deaths in the United States alone as a result of the pandemic. With over 128 million people worldwide having tested positive, over 31 million of them have been from the United States. And in the last 24 hours, the United States recorded 45,582 new cases. It is expected that President Joe Biden will introduce another stimulus package in April. On Sunday, White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki spoke to Fox News and said he's going to have more to say later in April about the second part of his recovery plan, which will include a number of the pieces you talked about. Healthcare, childcare, addressing that. It's a crisis right now. The total package, we're still working it out. When the president advocated for the American Rescue Plan, he talked about this being two stages: rescue, then recovery. What the American people will hear from him this week is part of his plan, the first step of his plan towards recovery, which will include an investment in infrastructure. Dr. Deborah Birx, who worked as the White House Coronavirus Response Coordinator during the Trump administration, said she had a very uncomfortable call with President Trump after she talked about the serious risk of COVID on CNN in August last year. Speaking about the conversation that happened, she said, "Well, I think you've heard other conversations that people have posted with the president. I would say it was even more direct than what people have heard. It was very uncomfortable, very direct, and very difficult to hear." Dr. Birx also noted that the Trump administration could have prevented the deaths of hundreds of thousands of people if they had been more direct with their response to the pandemic. In the CNN documentary, she said, "I look at it this way. The first time, we have an excuse. There were about 100,000 deaths that came from the original surge. All the rest of them, in my mind, could have been mitigated or decreased substantially." After speaking out against the Trump administration, Dr. Birx has been criticized for not putting more pressure on Trump and for also being one of his enablers. In March last year, she actually praised Trump by saying that he had been so attentive to the scientific literature and the details and the data of the pandemic. Speaking out about the latest claims by Dr. Birx, Representative Ted Lieu from California said, "The malice incompetence that resulted in hundreds of thousands of unnecessary deaths starts at the top, with the former president and his enablers." And who was one of his enablers? Dr. Birx, who was afraid to challenge his unscientific rhetoric and wrongfully praised him. In Paris, France, 41 ICU and emergency doctors warned that ICUs may become overwhelmed due to the third wave of COVID that is hitting the region. In an op-ed published on Sunday, they said that there was a glaring mismatch between needs and available resources, and that we already know that our capacities will be exceeded in a couple of weeks. We will be forced to select which patients get access to the ICUs and which do not in order to save as many lives as possible. This triage will involve all patients, COVID and non-COVID, especially regarding access to critical care for adult patients. The doctors said that they had never experienced such a situation, even during the worst terrorist attacks in recent years. All indicators show that the current measures are and will be insufficient to rapidly reverse the alarming curve of contamination. All indicators show that the current measures are and will be insufficient to rapidly reverse the alarming curve of contamination. France currently has the fourth most COVID cases in the world, with over 4.5 million COVID cases and a total of 94,492 people who have died so far. On Monday, Visa said that it will allow the use of cryptocurrency USDC stablecoin to settle transactions on its payment network. USD Coin is a stablecoin cryptocurrency that is linked directly to the US dollar. Speaking about the announcement, Jack Forstall, Visa's chief product officer, said, "The announcement today marks a major milestone in our ability to address the needs of fintechs managing their businesses in a stablecoin or cryptocurrency. And it's really an extension of what we do every day, securely facilitate payments in all different currencies all across the world." Kai Sheffield, the head of crypto at Visa, also said, "We see increasing demand from consumers across the world to be able to access, hold, and use digital currencies, and we're seeing demand from our clients to be able to build products that provide the access for consumers." Dr. Rochelle Walensky, the director of the CDC, and President Biden are both worried about another surge in COVID cases across the United States. On Monday, Dr. Walensky said, I'm going to reflect on the recurring feeling I'm having of impending doom. We have so much to look forward to, so much promise and potential of where we are, and so much reason for hope, but right now I'm scared. We have come such a long way, 3 historic scientific breakthrough vaccines, and we're rolling them out so very fast. So I'm speaking directly, not necessarily as your CDC director, or not only as your CDC director, but as a wife, as a mother, as a daughter, to ask you just to please hold on a little while longer. President Biden then said that he believed that some states should pause their reopening efforts due to an increase in COVID cases. He said, "I'm reiterating my call for every governor, mayor, and local leader to maintain and reinstate the mask mandate, please. This is not politics. Reinstate the mandate if you let it down, and businesses should require masks as well. The failure to take this virus seriously is precisely what got us in this mess in the first place. We risk more cases and more deaths. We're in the life and death race for the virus that is spreading quickly. With cases rising again, new variants are spreading. And sadly, some of the reckless behaviour we've been seeing on television over the past few weeks means that more new cases are to come in the weeks ahead." So that's just a quick update of what's going on at the moment, and I will keep you updated of any breaking news that comes out as soon as possible. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions at all, please leave a comment down below and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Also, make sure to click the link below to get your 2 free stocks from WeBull, valued at up to $1,850 when you open an account and deposit over $100. And as always, please like, share and subscribe.